Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Lucia here for our weekly Tongren session. Good to see everyone. I'm just setting up for Instagram, making sure everybody is available, and we will begin. For those of you that are new to our location, and people that are new to Tongren, we are doing a weekly Tongren session for people that aren't familiar with it, and we do a healing session for everyone available during the process, and we will begin right away. And let me just make sure I've also got the texts available. And so let's begin. The first one is Interesting Newbie. And let's see, actually, nope. First one, Happy Mama, Healing Chi for Perfect Blood, and also Healing Newbie for high blood pressure. Yes. First two folks. So let's begin. Blood flow to the brain. So how's everybody doing this week? We have our usual biophoton field generator. Command points of the brain and brain stem. We initialize everything just like starting a tune-up for your computer or adding a computer. Initialize the nervous system and the endocrine system. Command points of the brain and command points of the brain stem. GB17 for Interesting Newbie high blood pressure. Bronchitis, heat packs, NAC for the lungs. That's an antioxidant specifically beneficial to the lungs. Post-COVID fatigue, nicotine patch, 1 to 2 milligrams will help with that. There's also a remedy called Foreign Protein Cleanse by the Global Healing Company. And we'll continue on with the brain and the different points. Brain and brain stem. Blood flow, nerve flow to the spine, particularly for the bone marrow. For perfect blood, blood is generated from the actual bone marrow. So T1 for the bones, classic Chinese point, also a point that we use as well. And again, hormone balancing, GV20 for Laura, worry-free mind. So let's do the complete process for that. GB13, right side, in tongue, third eye, connecting to our true self, to understand that we do not need to be attached to any fear, worry, or other things, and focus on abundance. Abundance is your right. Blood flow, nerve flow, and the immune system. T1 to T8. And let me know, Esther, what we can focus on. Esther and Catherine. I'm looking in my text. I figured out a way that I can see my text at the same time. Since we have some great people here with our text. Oh, there's Catherine. Checking Facebook right now. Hi, Catherine and Marilyn. High blood pressure, high sugar. Blood sugar, please. One good trick is apple juice. Apple, it regulates the insulin and high fiber foods regulates insulin. Reducing the cause of sugar spikes or diabetes is fiber, but eliminating a high-fat diet down to 10-20%, that will reduce the interference with the insulin itself. High fiber, low fat, as opposed to high fat, low fiber, or no fiber from animal products. And that's also better to manage your inflammation, which is the cause of diabetes as well. Systemic inflammation. And happy Thursday to everyone. So let's continue on with the bones. T1 to T8 for the inflammation, T1 for the bones, GB39 for the bones, and for everyone, craniosacral fluid. And I am doing fine. Thank you for asking. GB, command points of the brain stem, but also the crystal palace of the brain to initialize the craniosacral fluid down to the tailbone. From the crystal palace to GB17 to T1, sacrum 1 to 5 to complete the process for bones, bone marrow, tailbone 1 to 4. And let's make sure I got everybody all set. So are there any people out there also joining us for the tapping? And are people out there familiar with dowsing? If you'd like to know about that. So let's work for gentle companion. But let's continue on with the high high blood sugar. Celery juice, if you're curious, good stuff. So high blood sugar and also some bone work. Blood flow to the brain. Hashika. So some great things for the bones. An herb called Cissus, Cissus quadrangularis. Vitamin K2, D3, and high dose silica. So, blood flow to the brain down to this blood flow, nerve flow to the spine. So let's work directly on T8 right side pancreas for sugar levels. What I would do also, I would do a castrol pack on the shoe, on the pancreas area, alternate pancreas and liver area. That will help your sugar levels as well. T1 for the bones, mid-shaft humerus. I know the humerus the unfunny humorous. Left mid shaft humerus. But before we do that, T1 to T8 for inflammation and for blood sugar levels. What I would recommend in a simple way to test: eat no animal products for a month, check your counts almost every day, eat high fiber foods, hydration, apples, other foods which increase insulin sensitivity. There's a list you can find online. Apples is one of them. After 1 month, cleansing is also a good option. So let's go to the brachial plexus, to the humerus area on the left. That is the left mid shaft of the humerus, about halfway down. Muscles, radial nerve palsy. One of the important things you can do for that is something called the Spencer 7-stage technique. I use it on mine. It will help with the radial nerve palsy, the range of motion, all those things. Check out a chiropractor or osteopath that knows how to do the Spencer technique, 7-stage process. I know someone who does it because I get that work done for myself in Hanover, Massachusetts. But let's work on the nerves of the neck, down to the fingers. For digestion, absorption, and elimination, you got to clean the colon. Eliminate mucoid plaque. High fiber diet. Otherwise, you're wasting a lot of money on your vitamin D, B12, and all those other things. Release stone from gallbladder. There's a stone breaker, herbal remedies you can check out. Tighten eyelid springs from loosening from allergies. I would use castor oil on the outside of the eyelid. Maybe do some eye bright tea wash for the eyes. You need astringents. T1 to T8 anti-inflammation. T1 to T8 for autoimmune conditions as well. Are you using Gentle Companion and Lakshmi? Any clay baths, clay poultices, clay foot soaks? Let me know. But we want to work on the gallbladder area, T10, 11, and 12. For the gallbladder. C3 for the eyes. T1 to T12. Another way to increase healing is through infrared light. Near infrared light is the best choice. Red and near infrared light. There's a great place called Sauna Space. They have a great advanced technique, healing light therapy option. I was been in communication with them for the last week or so because I was told that they are the best, and it seems they are. For biomats, it's Arita from Korea. For light therapy, like boots, it would be Sauna Space in California. Arita also has American. I use biomats in my practice because they're so good. I have one here in my house as well. And for Laxmi, both elbows, again, brachial plexus down to the elbows. Breathing through the nose, sleep tape at night. Let me know if you're actually trying these things. Lakshmi, are you trying sleep tape? That's one option. And for the mid-shaft humerus, are you using clay poultices? A really good one is what I used on my fractured humerus was comfrey poultices. So let me know if you're using those and if they were working or not, because those are really good options. Etsy sells a lot of these things as well. Healthy cholesterol. An unhealthy cholesterol may be a myth. We all have different amounts. A lot of the statin data was fabricated to sell statins. The cholesterol data was manipulated to sell statins decades ago. Cholesterol may be fine. A lot of it depends upon your diet. If you don't add cholesterol through your diet, such as animal products, your cholesterol levels will be fine. Increasing exercise is also good. Cholesterol is basically part of bile. It does healing. It does fixing up arteries, all these different things. Liver 3 and kidney 1. So we're all set. Mama Shari, and we'll be in touch for all of our testing. We're going to do it. Good stuff. Dorothy Mansfield, macular degeneration. We work with high blood sugar for Maryland. Catherine, hello. Bienvenue. Comment ça va? Quelle couleur est la Tour Eiffel? Wow, that was a terrible accent. Okay, let's continue. Blood flow to the brain. 30 months, Ashika for her overall growth hormone. GV30, growth hormone. Make sure you feed the baby organic stuff. Bone, spine, brain, mobility, speech, and sentence making. Broca and Wernicke areas of the brain. And for everyone before and now for detox, T4 for detox, T9 for detox, and detox meds, chemo, ovarian tumor, detox, of course, is clay. Speech, C3, 4, and 5, Broca and Wernicke areas, speech generation in the brain. Mobility, GV17, spine, blood flow, nerve flow, spinal artery, and spinal nerves. Speech and sentence making, if you're doing Tongren, Broca and Wernicke areas. Ovarian tumor, so chemo, T1 to T8, immune system and detox, T11, T12 for detox, L3 for ovarian tumor. Definitely put Castor oil packs on the belly button area alternate with the liver. Ovarian tumors use castor oil packs. If you need to know more, contact me. Psychological balancing. Let's work on the yin and yang of the brain. GB13 left side and right side. C3, 4, and 5 for the eyes. For Dorothy, macular degeneration, wet both eyes plus cataracts. I found a good source. NACdrops.com for the eyes and for the cataract cure. NACdrops.com. Leukemia is a bone marrow issue, also potentially 40% hypoxia condition. I would definitely look up. This woman has a cure for leukemia, and there are other people here with leukemia success stories as well, focusing on the bone marrow, craniosacral fluid, tailbone adjustment, all of these different things. Let me know where you are, Sanjay or Sulachana. Are you in Canada? I think we met you before. You are in Canada. But let's work on GB13 right side, left side, psychological balance. In Tong third eye, our psyche, our consciousness, our true selves, the true reflection point for our true selves, and our consciousness and our psychological well-being. Detox meds, chemo, radiation for right breast tumor, surgery, castor oil packs, yarrow salve for healing the deep, for cleansing the blood and healing the scars, and castor oil for increasing circulation, for more breathing, or more circulation rather. So those are some good tips, I hope. But let me know, people, if you're trying these things, the clay, if it's working, not working. Anybody would be good to know. Anybody using the clay recommendations? And please stop for the breath. Rachel, I see your request. So welcome anyway, Ashika, Arti, Dan, Sanjay, Binya, Sulochana, all of those things. So look up leukemia and Hannah Kroger. She cured 5,000 kids of leukemia. And again, anti-inflammation for all of you, your entire group. Microbiome for inflammation and detox. T9 for the liver for detox. T11, T12 for detox. L4 and L5 for detox. T4 for the breast, right breast. T4, right breast. Blood flow, mammary arteries for the right breast as well. More for the eyes. C3 for the eyes, ouch point for the eyes. blood flow to the eyes, facial artery, carotid artery, nerve flow to the eyes, C3. Good to see you guys. I froze. Am I still frozen, Catherine? Feel pretty warm. Warm up these days. It is spring. The NAC drops are applied directly to the eye. So yes, Catherine, look up that website. Look at their testimonials. It improves vision. It improves overall eye health, which makes sense. It's an antioxidant specifically for the eyes. But look at the case studies. Not frozen on Facebook. So I was looking at them just today. So let's continue. Blood flow to the brain. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. Leaky gut. Aloe vera juice from aloeanswers.com. Healthy arteries. One of my two favorite recommendations for the arteries. It is hawthorn berry paste from the David Winston Company. I take it myself regularly for the heart and for the vein health. The other one is a product called Vein Health from globalhealing.com. Leaky gut, healthy arteries. Hawthorn berry is the classic for healthy arteries. Beet juice gives the arteries more area to transmit. Blood flow, increased vasodilation, opening up the arteries for better functionality. Leaky gut inflammation, T1 to T8. So how's everybody doing? Doing okay? Let me see if people are responding. Thank you, gentle companion. Okay. Let's continue on. So we work on the arteries of circulation, GV17. Blood flow, nerve flow for the hips, T7 for blood flow. Lumbosacral plexus for the nerve flow, and the ouch point on the right hip directly where the leg meets the hip, right inguinal area. T1 to T8 for pain. Definitely I would check out a chiropractor for your hip. It may be out of place. Chiropractor or osteopath. I am speaking to Great Self. What a great name. Leaky gut. T11, T12, L4, L5, and aloe vera juice. Ginger tea, ginger, everything. One of the best things I found for my eyes, I don't know if I mentioned this, Rachel, diluted clay and water. Whenever I do a clay bath, I wash my eyes. It cleans up the eyes completely. It's really good to get that. Even just do it on the outside. A diluted, gentle clay, use it to wash the eyes all around. That always clears up my eyes, along with the Similacin. I think I sent that to you. The Similacin eye drops. Is it getting better, worse, or the same, Rachel, for your eyes? Okay, and grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1. And let's just keep in touch, keep the communication going. No longer frozen, melted. Okay, blood flow to the brain. So, 4, Pondering Traveler and Collected Creation. Wow, these are crazy names, good names. Blood flow to the brain, detox and smoke mold, clay binders, pectins, all of these things to bind to these mold toxins, remove them, number 1. Number 2, to prevent them, alkaline, oxygen therapies, different things like that. Blood flow. Colon cleansing, alkalizing. We have one coming up in April. Simple, gentle colon cleansing using techniques from Tesla 130 years ago. Yep, 130 years ago. T1 to T8 for detox. T1 to T8. I'm sorry, T1 to T9 for detox. T1 to T8 for inflammation. T9 for the liver health. Sinus infections, a neti pot. Sinus cleansing, even a novage or a neti pot. Sinu oregano is a great sinus oregano nasal cleanser. It will guaranteed cleanse your sinuses, or a steam tent with oregano in it, inhaling from the sinuses down to the lungs, and will also help to clear up chemical exposures. And I'd be curious, people here, what other Tongren classes you go to. I hope you see Smigelski. I think he's Mondays at 9 and 9:30. 6 p.m. is Yvonne and Jacqueline. But I'd like to know what other ones you're going to. Go to them all, every day, all the time. Tom, I think, is Wednesday at 6, Saturday morning at 10, if I have this correct. March 19, we have an interview with the famous Dr. Group. Look him up. He is definitely the truth about medical and science, healing, and wellness. I consider him to be my number 1 authority for all of that. Sinuses, T3, C3 and 4 for the sinuses, T1 to T8 for infections, for great self. C3, 4, and 5 for sore throat. T1 to T8. Broken right foot. Castor oil packs, or I'm sorry, clay poultices overnight. Have you tried it? Did you get a chance to do it? Let me know if it's working. But for sure, pondering travel. Let me know if you're trying a broken foot poultice. What I would suggest is clay, or alternate clay and comfrey packs, or clay with comfrey packs for the foot. That's for bone knitting and mineralizing, and silica for collagen rebuilding for your foot, broken right foot. But let's do Tongren T7 right side, lumbosacral plexus to the right foot, and the ouch point, broken right foot. Collected creation, C3, 4, and 5 for the sore throat, tonsil area, T1 to T8 for the fever and cold. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And welcome, Les. Thanks for joining. So Tom, on Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. Okay, that's when it is. Monday, Wednesday, 5 p.m. Marilyn, Charlie at 9:30. Mondays, yay. Very good. Keep it up. The more the better. Biophotons for everyone. So let's work for Les. Catherine, child for eyesight, proper mental development. Really good things for the brain. There's like an excellent supplement. It's called Brain On by a company called E3 Live. Blood flow to the brain. Ouch point for the eyes. Eyesight for Catherine and child. Mental development, GB13, right side, left side. GB13, right side, left side, cognitive balance for Deb, and TBI, GB13, left side, right side. And for Deb, if you had any recent COVID or vaccine issues or events or takings, so C3 for the eyes for Catherine, C1, GB13 right side for mental development, GB17 for circulation, blood flow, oxygen to the brain, C3, C4 for the eyes, and ouch point for the eyes. So brain, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. C6, C7, thyroid, parathyroid. Forgetfulness, blood flow to the brain, carotid artery to the brain. Major hearing loss, GB, vestibular cochlear nerves, and eager dreamer. Are you still using? I think you're the one using the happy smiles or natural smiles. I'm still using myself. I think sesame oil swishing is probably one of the greatest things you can do also for loose tooth and receding gums. And again, C6, C7 for Ed. So for Gentle Companion, the ones that I mentioned before, for the bones, I would alternate clay pack with comfrey. Comfrey is the best known bone setting herb. So comfrey pack, then clay poultice. You can use castor oil with any of those, cayenne pepper, which is probably very good. Psychological management, definitely community work, different things. Leukemia, look up Hannah Kroger, but also increase craniosacral therapy, breast surgery, T4 and castor oil packs for the breast, speech, GB, Broca and Wernicke areas of the spine, of the brain rather, T3 for ovarian, Stonebreaker, look up Stonebreaker online, you'll find it. If you look up Stonebreaker and look up the herbs, you're in Nepal, that's right. You're in Nepal. Okay, well, why don't we both look up a Stonebreaker herb on Amazon and then, or on other places for the gallstones, and then send me the link, and then I will look at the herbs, and then you can hopefully find an Ayurvedic equivalent, but I can also do some research, so send me that. There you go, Gentle Companion. We'll get caught up. And we also want to work for less prostate, and Kelly for breast cancer. Blood flow to the brain. Blood flow to the brain command points, brain stem command points, blood flow, nerve flow, T7, prostate, L3, prostate. All cancer, phrenic nerve, CV17, phrenic nerve, CV17, for breast cancer as well. For detox of radiation, definitely you want to do clay baths, clay soaks, castor oil packs, infrared saunas. Near infrared is best. T1 to T8 for detox, T9 for detox. Bitter herbs with all your food are also a great way to detox. It accelerates releasing toxins from the liver. So how's it going, Kim? Continued healing from the second attempt. I would definitely take eye herbs, eye bright, vein health, because you want all the arteries and veins in the area to be healthy from global healing as well. C6, C7 thyroid issues. Can't get that under control. But let me know, Kim, how the eyes are going. Let's work on C3 for the eyes, ouch point for the eyes, GB17, blood pressure to the eyes, facial artery for the eyes. We want that to reattach the retina and it sounds like it's stable at least. Emotional balancing, GB13, so two parts, carotid artery, sky window, and GB13, right side T4 for the breast. So blood flow, spinal artery, nerve flow, T4 for the breast, for Kelly, and additionally, mammary arteries. And for your mom, general health, which we're doing, T1 to T8. That sinus and nose infection, definitely sinus, saline, oregano washing of the nose, like a neti pot, or sino-oregano product. Heat tense for oregano, steam into the sinuses and the nose. Nasal breathing for nitric oxide. Infections, definitely sino-oregano, saline oregano, nose wash. That would be the best choice. T1 to T8 infection as well. Hand relax user, neck, is that neck tightness or? And for Rachel, the breath, let's do all the breathing points. T2, T3, bronchial areas and lung area. T6 for the diaphragm. Lung 1, lung 2 for breathing, for Rachel. And how old is your daughter with the black mole? Because you could contact Two Feathers, a Native American herbal master, really good with black salve remedies for the skin. I use it for my mom's skin cancer, worked successfully. I would definitely contact Two Feathers in Arizona and Nevada, and give him a call. He can help you out. Maybe a topical, but I would definitely do a topical aloe vera, because it sounds like you may have like a wart has a virus when you put on things like aloe vera gel. That would be a good recommendation. Blood flow to the brain. Continued breathing, CV17. And where is the mole? Parent support for cognitive decline. Carotid artery. A relaxed user for the neck. So Kim had a recent follow-up. Let's mention this to the group, the community. Eye surgeon, and so far so good. Retina is staying in place. Woohoo! Great. Goes back in mid-April for another recheck. If all goes well, then in mid-late summer they would implant an artificial lens. Cool. Iris. Something else. Can't remember what he said, but we're hoping for the best. Kim, good news. Thank you so much. And for general companion, we covered all of that. Doctor thinks it's viral conjunctivitis. Okay. So, definitely the clay wash. Viral conjunctivitis. That is unusual. You tried the simulation. You try the clay wash on the outside, and then maybe some castor oil on the eyelids. I would try those 3 things if you haven't tried them already. But let's work on viral conjunctivitis as well, and continue with, for Joanna, cognitive decline, and then GB13 left side, right side, cognitive. There's a product called Brain On by e3live.com, good for the brain. GB13 right side, blood flow to the brain for Blue Sky and Lynn. T4 for the black mole as well, for the skin. Let's work on the bones for Isaac. Healthy femur in the leg. T1 for the bones. TB39 for the bones. Heart health. TV17, cardiac respiratory vasculatory center, and T5 for the heart health. TV13 right side, pain-free shoulders. Definitely the Spencer technique, 7-stage shoulder repair technique. Find somebody to do it. I know someone who does it in Hanover, Massachusetts, because I get it done for myself. Works great. TV13 for a relaxed mind. C1 to C7 for the throat and the tonsils. C3, C4. Sore right cervical spine, that's it. That's the cervical spine leading to the tonsils. C3, 4, and 5, eyes, ears, nose, and throat. Ouch point areas for the tonsils, teeth, and gums. Cervical spine connects to the tonsils and the teeth and the gums. So let's work on the eyes for Rachel. Blood flow to the eyes. C3, C4 for the eyes. T1 to T8. Anti-inflammation and any itis. And extra for breathing for Rachel. Let's do that. T2, T3 bronchial areas, lung areas. T6 for the diaphragm for lung capacity. Lung 1, lung 2. Also lung capacity and CV17. Ouch point for the viral conjunctivitis. Steaming for the eyes. I've done it for my eyes. Steaming, oregano steaming tents for the eyes, where you can allow the steam with the oregano into the eyes gently. So the heat will open all the pores. The oregano will basically disinfect the area. Even a little bit of tea tree oil, but I think oregano oil would be your best option. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. For Esther, T1 to T8. Anti-inflammation, elimination of pain, lumbosacral plexus, hip to hip pain, brachial plexus for the arms. liver 3, and kidney 1. Varus for glaucoma and eyes and arrhythmias. Essential oils, yes. A mild dose, maybe 1 or 2 drops, but that will be a local. Try the steam first, just to cleanse the eyes, then try 1 or 2 drops of I've done it myself for the eyes. You can keep your eyes closed, or if it's not too uncomfortable, you can open them up. But try that. But be very gentle with your eyes, of course. The question is from Nepal. Aloe vera for the skin, aloe vera for mold, for any moles or different things, but it is a skin cleanser. If you can find out a place that makes the juice that does not cause too much constipation or diarrhea, I forget which one, and it should be okay. Aloe vera juice. Or just scrape out the gel for the skin. It's also good for healing bones and different things as well. Rub it into the skin. So let's tap for the eyes, for Ferrous, glaucoma, arrhythmias, sea vegetables. Command points for the brain and brain stem. So whenever anybody says high LDL cholesterol, you need more detail. Some LDLs are actually good, depends upon particle size and other determinants. Sometimes it's a mystery. People always say, oh, the LDL is lousy LDL, which I do. But check the more detailed tests for the LDL and your cholesterol and all those things. If you're eating, for example, a plant-based diet and you have high cholesterol, it's probably a test issue. Could be just hereditary, could be a non-issue completely. You never know. But the best way to not have high cholesterol is not to eat cholesterol through animal products. Sensory cortex, motor cortex for the arrhythmias. So for eyes, I found nacdrops.com for eyesight. I actually saw a testimonial where somebody got rid of their glasses. And it makes sense because this specific drop is an antioxidant for the eyes. nacdrops.com, and it's based upon the science of the cataract cure. So it makes a lot of sense. NAC, which is good for, these are eye drops directly into the eye. C3 for the eyes, ouch point for the eyes, GV17 for the glaucoma and eye pressure, T5, sensory cortex, motor cortex, and T5 for the heart and arrhythmias, T9, 10, 11 for the liver, the LDLs, and cholesterol. Lumbar plexus down to the legs, liver 3 and kidney 1. And welcome again from Nepal. LDL is higher than HDL. Yeah, there's something wrong with that test. I don't get it. So they need more detail. They can give you more detail. A counter test for these types of things are your inflammation markers. If your inflammation is normal, there's another test. The high LDL may not be dangerous. Statins are actually more dangerous. Yeah, please avoid those. There's another test called CAC, which is coronary artery calcium, which tells if you're actually having plaque buildup in the arteries and if your high cholesterol is an issue. Cholesterol is a repair mechanism. It's like a patch used with calcium to fix stuff. So that's another test, CAC, coronary artery calcium, to see if there is any danger. But don't let them fool you. It might be dangerous, but I doubt it. Give you more detail with the LDL stuff. So there we go. Some chi for everyone. Okay, and a nice clearing. This is everybody's favorite tone. Charlie is at Monday, 9:30. Tom, Monday and Wednesday at 5. 6 p.m. is Yvonne and Jacqueline. Thursday at 6 is the crazy guy from Massachusetts. Thank you, everyone. Blessings to everyone. Thank you for joining. Be kind to one another. Feel good about getting your self-care. Focus on these things. Let me get any feedback if you have for using the clays or the castor oils or the steam tents. All of these different things. The more we know, the more we can help each other. Blessings and have a great day. Peace. Peace out. Bye now.